All right, guys, welcome to Santa Cruz, Bolivia. And guess what we're doing today? Josie, you want to tell them?
Sloths! Okay, so technically it's a sloth and wildlife tour, so there's monkeys and other animals, but sloths!
Sloths are the star of the show today, guys. That's what we're looking to spot. And guess what? We're doing this with Nick's Adventures, and we got Nick himself as our own personal guide. Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Good. 3 years old. This is called the Cecropia or the Amboro. This is the main food source of the sloth. So if you're going to find a sloth, 99.9% of the time it's going to be in these trees here.
All right, guys. Nick has already spotted the first sloth for us. Crazy, he's got the eagle eye. I don't know how he saw that. I'm hoping you guys can see it when I zoom in.
From here, guys.
I'm trying to zoom in, I can't see it.
There's his face.
Yeah.
It's a male. It's a male sloth by the patch on the back as well. So he has like a little orangey patch on the back.
Okay.
So it's a male.
So in here though, there's no boa constrictors in here?
There are boa constrictors in here, definitely.
Oh shit.
Definitely.
Oh,
So they're going to start coming out everywhere. Here, look, here they come, look, a lot of them.
Oh yeah, they just live in all the nuts and everything.
Yeah, so basically this tree, nothing really grows around the base of it. Okay, so look at them, they're everywhere, yeah? It's a symbolic relationship between the ant and the tree, so nothing really touches it because of the fire ants, okay? But in some communities, they use this tree as, it's like a tree where if someone commits a crime, they
Tied
go
to
the tree and they tie him up there, yeah? There was actually a story, I believe it was in La Paz, where a woman died from this tree. They
Wow.
tied it to the tree and she got allergy from the ants and she
Wow.
died. So something also, if you have people camping that you don't like,
you sit up there. Okay, you gotta tell me about sloths. They're the most obscure animal I've ever seen because it's like, first of all, why do they move so slow? Because they can't move fast.
It's their diet, yeah, it's their diet. Because they only eat basically very, very few different species of trees, so the metabolism is very slow.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
reason why, yeah. So they don't move very fast because they get very low nutrients from what they eat, so they don't really have to move fast either, okay? Yeah, beautiful animal. This is a three-toed sloth here as well in this area. We don't have there's a two-toed sloth in Bolivia as well, but I've never seen it. It's only the North Amazon. I've been desperate to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Guys, so we're just walking along the paths right now. It's very much like a safari, guys. You just walk along and you keep your eyes pierced, up, looking down, for any kind of wildlife that you can spot. It's really quite cool. Look, get a guide. You can come here probably on your own. I say get a guide because you won't see crap unless you got a guide. And just a warning, boa constrictors. There are actual boa constrictors in here and other snakes. So Nick handles them apparently. He'll handle them far away from me when he does. All right, so guys, can you hear the birds? We hear the birds squawking quite a bit. We assume at this point it's basically a warning sign, commotion, that there is, as far as they're concerned, an intruder in their space. So now we're looking for said intruder. Nick thinks it's monkeys.
Mangoes, guys. Mangoes. Could you imagine? I'd be eating them every day.
Once they're ripe.
Once they're ripe. That's just so cool.
Yeah, this is a mango tree, guys. Pretty cool. Okay, what is this?
I saw that too. Looks like a nut.
Is that a little sloth? That's a termite now.
Termite.
Termites, yeah. So you know in South America we have different species of anteater. We have the giant anteater, we have the pygmy anteater, and we have the tamandua, which is a collared anteater. So they all eat different types of termites here, or ants. And this is the one here. We do have a small anteater called the tamandua. They're found here as well, but not impossible to see. And they eat primarily the arboreal termites that are on the ground. And the giant anteater, that's the one with like 2 meters long, that eats termites on the ground. And they have crazy claws. Like I just found out that they've actually killed a few people, which is crazy because I've had them walk all the way up to me and like almost bump into me and walk away. But they killed a woman in Germany recently in a zoo, slashed her and she died. And they've killed 2 Brazilian hunters. They were trying to kill her with machetes and it slashed them both and they both died.
Wow.
So they made there's a special list of like people that get killed for doing stupid stuff, and they made that list because an anteater is, generally speaking, eats ants and doesn't bother anyone.
Sure.
All right, guys, we're here. We have heard the monkeys in the distance. Nick is using his phone with some apps. monkey sounds, trying to call them. See if we can get a little closer look at them.
Look at the baby. In the hole, in the gut. Look at the baby. Right in here. See him? Right down in the gut, in the gut, in the gut. He's moving.
Oh, there you go. I see you.
Oh, there's more here. This is the endemic monkey, the endemic monkey.
Nick, about snakes. Where do you find them more? In crap like this or on trees looking down at you?
No, on the ground here, but there's not so many left in this area. The snakes, there are some areas with a lot of snakes. Some snakes are in trees, like in Pando, where I just went looking for snakes, looking for monkeys. So I was very worried because the snake that they have most is a viper that lives in trees and it's green and it bites a lot of people. So we're looking for monkeys. So I'm like, shit, I'm not used to looking for those type of snakes, you know. So that was, for me, was a bit worrying, but I didn't get bit. So.
That was going to be my next question. Do they generally seek out to bite people or anything that comes in their area?
It definitely does not like people, yeah. The snakes are always avoiding people. They're always defensive bites, you know. But they only bite Canadians anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. Here,
Yeah, thorny guy.
look, hollow. It's called the Toborochi. So this is a dry species tree. Normally has a huge bulb. This is quite a young one. This is one of my most favorite trees in Bolivia too, Toborochi. A lot of spikes to protect itself because in dry forest it'll have water, so animals will try to get in to get water. Yeah. So I said before, the different types of termites. Yeah.
Wow.
So this looks like it's been dug out by a small anteater here. If you look in here, look at this.
Yeah.
That's from an armadillo. So we have the 6-banded armadillo here, and they dig the holes out. So these termite nests here are actually really good. They are really good housing for a lot of different animals. Rattlesnakes love them. No. Rattlesnakes love them, but lizards love them as well, like tegus we have. Other armadillos like them. Many different, even small cats can live inside these burrows here.
What the hell is that?
That's the termite mound. So this could become quite dangerous when they get really big and old. You know, it's quite a windy day. Bang. You hear them quite often just smashing down. This is dead. Moving now, see? There he goes.
Alright guys, can you see the sloth? He's trying to transition, I guess, from one branch to the other.
There's a male again, see what he's like.
Alright guys, we continue to trek, but we're not seeing too many animals anymore. It's the way it goes sometimes. You go back to nature, there are no guarantees.
This thing hurts. Yeah, put him on a leaf for you. To get a bit of an idea next to the hand.
Yeah, that's a big ant. Alright guys, so there is nothing easy about walking through the protected forest, as you will, and trying to find the animals. It's not easy. Get a guide. I'm telling you, we've only seen animals because of Nick. Nick spots them, and then we see them after.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so already, click like, subscribe, and give us a comment down below. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook for daily updates.